8-Bit Box brings 3 classic video game styles to the family game table. Depending on the game, 3 to 6 people can play. Yellow provided this copy in exchange for an honest review. In Outspeed, 3 to 6 players will be racing one another. The key is managing your 12 starting fuel cubes. If you run out, you lose. If you fall too far behind, you lose. Shuffle the 12 track tiles and keep them close. Shuffle the 4 finish line tiles and put one on the bottom of the track pile. The goal is to survive to the finish line. During the game, players will simultaneously select D, A, or B on their controllers to choose a path on the track. The yellow symbol is energy. Pay that amount. The blue symbol is movement. Move that many spaces. You'll sometimes need to roll the blue or yellow modifier dice. The red symbol is a bonus tile. You'll draw 2 bonus tiles, keep one, and put the other at the bottom of the pile. During the game, before the programming phase, you'll have a chance to use your bonus. These include force fields that freeze opponents, flamethrowers that chase an opponent backwards, and move and energy bonuses. In Pixoid, 3 or 4 players move around a maze, either chasing Pixoid or trying to avoid being caught. This will make sense in a few minutes. Shuffle the circuit board maps, then build the score track frame. Place 4 neutral cubes on the marked spaces on the board and keep 12 cubes close. Each player gets 2 colored cubes that match their controller and character tile. Place 1 cube on the 0 space on the score track and the other, starting with the Pixoid player, on a starting red spot on the board. In a 3-player game, the player to the left of Pixoid controls 2 bugs. Pixoid's goal is to gobble those cubes. The bugs are trying to eat him. To move, you'll simultaneously pick a direction and number on your controllers, then reveal. Starting with the Pixoid player, resolve. Once everyone is gone, check the win conditions. Has Pixoid been caught? Is the neutral cube pool empty? If the game isn't over, refill any cubes that were collected by Pixoid and continue. Once a win condition is met, mark the scores. Pixoid gets a point for each cube collected, and the bugs get a point for each cube still in the pool. The player to the left flips their character tile to the Pixoid side, and now they get a turn to be chased. The game ends once everyone has been Pixoid. Stadium has a lot to it, so I'll keep this simple. 4 or 6 people work in 2 teams to collect the most medals, which are worth points at the end. You'll go through 10 trials, including 2 rest ones and 2 final trials. Let me show you some of those trials now. The rest tiles give players a chance to get some energy back, although you may feel like you have enough and would rather go for some extra medals. The final trials have some back and forth gameplay and/or have more going on. Winning and losing often come down to these. The tiles are randomized, and a few aren't used in a game, meaning you might go a game or 2 before seeing all the events. Gameplay comes down to simultaneously betting an amount of energy and/or choosing a symbol. Spend more to win gold and silver medals. Spend less to win silver and bronze medals, or possibly none at all. And that's how you play Outspeed, Pixoid, and Stadium. That's 8-Bit Box. There's very little reading in 8-Bit Box, and the few times there are words, adults can help. There's some light math, but not so much that would keep younger kids from being able to play. I'd say by 8, most kids will be fine on their own. Experienced 7-year-olds should be fine with help, perhaps even 6-year-olds, depending on the kid. Outspeed and Stadium have clear endings, but Pixoid depends on the players. Saying that, you're looking at 45 to 60 minutes at the most, and sometimes only 20 to 30 minutes. Pixoid could be played on a coffee table, and the same goes for Outspeed. Stadium needs more space, not just for the larger board, but for the number of players and bigger player areas. Poor Dad. The first time we played Pixoid, he was like the best ever. He embarrassed us. After that, he's been pretty bad. He may as well be playing blindfolded. I love the idea. The future of the system might be my favorite part. The box isn't that much bigger than a regular game, meaning you could easily bring it on trips or to a friend's place. If a whole pile of expansions come out and your friend already has a copy, take out the controllers and starting games and bring over the expansions you have, using the base box as a carrying case. So smart. The rules and words need cleaning up. I'm 8 and I saw problems. It's not a mess, but some parts could have been explained better. Despite this, all 3 are super easy to teach, learn, and play. The theme and gameplay should hook even non-gamers. Grandma loves it, or at least she said she did. Yellow is known for amazing components, which is why I'm a little surprised at how flimsy many of the pieces are. The score track in Pixoid and the ships in Outspeed especially. I could see these tearing or breaking one day. Outspeed is player elimination. The game is only around 20 minutes, but if the kids are always eliminated first, they could get bored. If you don't like this mechanism, this game might not hit your table often. Pixoid is really hard. Poor losers may not like being caught quickly. You'll need to remind them that they are likely to get tons of points as the bugs. I like 8-Bit Box quite a bit. You get 3 games, different player setups and themes, and a lot of fun in 45 minutes, and all for about $45 Canadian. To compare, King of Tokyo, also by Yellow, is $35 Canadian. While it is a blast and a classic, there's only one way to play. I'm going to give you my thoughts on each game in 8-Bit Box. There's a lot of take that and luck and outspeed. I like the multi-use cards, trying to guess what others are doing, and the tiny bit of resource management, but I think Stadium does all of this better. You can play Outspeed with 3, but I wouldn't recommend it. The tactics and planning, variable setup, and the low amount of luck in Pixoid makes this my favorite of the 3 games. I do think it's best with 4 so that players don't need to control more than one bug. I love the variable setup at Stadium, and the theme is my favorite. The resource management here is key, and you aren't, usually, going to get messed over by bad luck like in Outspeed. Stadium is the hardest to get to the table because you need teams. The base game is really good on its own, but I'd be disappointed if no expansions came out. I think this could be a huge hit with families and others who enjoy lighter games. I definitely recommend checking out 8-Bit Box.